Welcome back to GameStar TV, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Kanga 1v1 Paladins tournament. Thanks to Cougar Official for putting up the prizes for this tournament. And yourself and High Res Hades, you've been dropping codes, you know, like it's Christmas out here on this Sunday evening. Have you got any more for the viewers sitting there in the Twitch chat, or are you running a bit thin?
I've got a good one. Now that you mention it, I think I'm going to drop some crystals, so that should pique everyone's attention. Just make sure to follow everyone on Twitter, share the stream out, and do that after you get the code, actually, because you don't want to miss this one. I'm dropping it now. Get ready to type it.
Keep your eyes on the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you cannot copy-paste this one. There it is, crystals in the chat. It starts with APC. That's all I'm giving you. Look, type, receive. Free stuff. Thanks to Cougar. Make sure you give them a follow on Twitter as well as Kanga Esports. But here we go. We have got Ausrhino going up against Jquib and Hades. It's best of three. Androxus is going to be the first one. So far, the two BO3s were featured on stream have gone the whole way. And you said before, you don't think it's going to happen again. But, you know, I'm a man who looks at history, and history says you're wrong.
History says all finals of esports tournaments have to go to the last map, last round overtime. It just has to happen. No matter who's the better player, it'll just always go to the last map.
Well, having a look at the Androxus levels here, I think your boy just might be struggling a little bit.
Another level 20, except Jquib is also a VIP level 3 Grandmaster level 20 Androxus. So that's 300 plus games of Androxus and over 1,000 games playing to get the Master and the level 3 VIP. Ausrhino's got some work ahead of him here.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, we saw him take down another level 20 just before this one, but having a look at Jquib's Androxus, he looks a lot more threatening, doesn't he? He looks a lot more dangerous than the level 20 Cassie he just versed.
Yeah, just to give some people some context, I've been playing professional Paladins for over a year, only playing tank champions basically, and I don't have any champion over level like 16. And it doubles in difficulty each level after that. So for someone to be level 20 is absolutely insane. Like, that is tons of gameplay. I wish I was level 20 on my champions. Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. But tell you what doesn't feel bad. All of the Paladins that we've still got coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. This one, Ausrhino versus Jquib. The winner is going to go up against Daddy DLS in the next round. And then, after that, we'll have the grand final. The Mac Daddy against New T. Who will it be? Ausrhino, Jquib, maybe Daddy DLS? Stick around to find out at 40 seconds ticking down. Hades, I'm going to throw my money behind Jquib for this one. We haven't seen him on stream tonight. We've seen a fair bit of Ausrhino. But I'll tell you what, just looking at what we saw before, I know Ausrhino is a good player, but I can't put it past Jquib.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the favourite here. I think everyone in chat's going for him. He's a known pro player. He's been in the scene for a long time. I'm sure he's been smashing a lot of people in casuals, and they don't want to feel bad if someone else comes along and beats him. So I reckon Jquib's got this as well. Sorry, Ausrhino.
His own camp going against him. I'd say, you know, you're definitely going to struggle. But the good news for Ausrhino is that it's a best of three and that you only have to play Androxus once.
And it looks like they'll be playing a bit passive here. Jquib taken a route that I think he just got lost for a second there, but he's back now. He's back up.
Stand still.
So the high ground again is going to be the battlefield of choice. They're on the right-hand side this time, as opposed to the telescope near the observatory. Near that environmental hazard, they close the distance.
An enemy has drawn first blood.
Jquib with 6 HP gets the first frag.
That's insane. That must have been just the slightest one step forward in distance might have been the difference between that much damage.
So again, they take 2 shots each. Ausrhino and Jquib training up again. Reversal coming out early this time from Ausrhino. He realises his mistake and runs back, but Jquib again. This is where he looks strong. 2-0. And that reset is going to do its thing, but the reversal's being baited out by Jquib early. That's where he's getting the victory here over Ausrhino.
He gets the first shot in, but it doesn't do much damage here. Just looking at the legendaries, and they're both running with heads will roll. So any lucky headshots will mean a kill for these guys.
Jquib running around again. Oh, big punch!
Killing spree.
And chat is already saying, give this one over to Jquib. We've seen Ausrhino. We know he's good, but Jquib is just on a completely different tier at the moment, Hades.
And this is Jquib's preferred hero. This is the one he plays in competitive. He's been playing this throughout the whole PGS season. If there was a champion he was going to win on, this would be it for sure.
Ooh, Aussie gets one back though, so he's not down and out yet. 1-3 on the scoreboard. Still, lots of ground to cover in terms of, you know, skill gap is the main thing that I'm thinking of here, because Jquib, you know, you can be naturally gifted at a champion, but to have a Grandmaster rank level 20 with, you know, all the special skins, that's something completely different. And Ausrhino, he would know that, and any sort of momentum he can take away here from Jquib, he'll be happy with.
That lucky headshot there, that's what I was talking about. That's why they picked this legendary. It just changes the tide of the fight. He was losing until he got that headshot, and then you instantly capitalize on that and pull off another kill. That's exactly how these games should be being played, and I'm glad Oz picked that legendary, so it was a fair fight there as well.
High ground control by Jquib. He has to shoot downwards, Ozzy has to shoot up. Scratch that, he never steps up and just levels the playing field. Jquib turns around and backhands Ausrhino, saying, you want to come through to the finals, mate, you got to go through me first. 5-1, and Ozzy just pushing a boulder up a mountain here. He's really struggling, hey?
Yeah, and even with... I don't know why he had to reload there. I'm wondering why he reloaded there. I'm pretty sure he didn't shoot that much bullets. He does pick up a kill, though. He's coming back. At least he's getting some kills here and proving he can take some kills off him. Something else to note as well is the legendary actually gives them 2 extra ammo as well. So I think they're on 8, when normally Andro would have 6.
Cursed Arm available for Jquib, as well as Ausrhino now too. Jquib going the long way, all the way around. They've pretty much just traded places now, as Ausrhino is going to spot Jquib up the top there. They trade a few long-range shots. Now 2 levels on the quarter eyes here for Ausrhino. Will that be enough? He dashes right past here. This is Jquib's kill for the taking. He doesn't actually find it.
He misses 4 shots in a row!
No! Oh, Ausrhino and Jquib, they were just potatoing a little bit there. And we're going to be back to where we started, Hades. They're going to let the regen just run its course, rather. Ausrhino now taking a lot of damage at close range. The reversal comes out, but the circles being run there by Jquib literally had Ausrhino's pants around his ankles by the time he was done. 6-2 on the scoreboard.
Ausrhino's listening. He definitely needs to upgrade his Haven. That would have been the difference between those last 2 kills there. So we'll see if he makes a play. That's another thing. That's another benefit of being a good Paladins player. You know what cards do what, and you know what will give you the advantage. And that's why Paladins is such a different game and adds another layer of skill. Because you need to get your decks right, you need to get your in-game items right, and you need to have that good aim.
Ausrhino's going to get the drop onto Jquib here. Oh, Jquib nearly comes like 4 HP! Ausrhino
upgraded his Haven and survives by 4 HP.
Oh, get out of it. Get out of it. That should have been a kill. Well, he was lucky to get the kill, but Jquib was almost luckier to get that retaliation, because he was caught completely blindsided there. And in the end, Ausrhino, just through the help of Haven, comes out with the win. Well, the frag.
Always use reversal first, that's usually not a good sign. 4 health and he gets taken down again. Is Ausrhino making a comeback here? The Twitch chat is confused. They all thought it was going to be a 10-0, and that is not what's happening here.
Ausrhino taking it to the Grandmaster Androxus here. Now forcing him back on the defensive. That's not where he wants to be. But like you said
Ausrhino
earlier,
just used his dashes to chase him down.
oh wow, Jquib cannot hit the broadside of a barn at the moment. At point blank range, he is whiffing everything, and you can see Ausrhino with that stock standard spray. Jquib now pausing the game, tactical stuff.
I think that might have been a lag there. He seemed to look at a wall for a second. I don't know if he was lagging or what's happening, but I'm going to have to quickly go make an admin decision on this because we don't have any rules about lagging yet, but let's jump into the chat for a second. I'll work this out.
So if you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, you've stepped into it because it's 6-5 on the scoreboard. Everybody thought that Jquib was going to absolutely mop the floor with Ausrhino at the moment, but it's not to be. Currently, Jquib only has a 1-round advantage over Ausrhino, his opponent. Both of these players have got themselves the accursed arm. And having a look at the items, you've got Haven, you've got Cauterize as well as some move speed bonus too. So Nimble getting in there, having a look at the rejuvenation from Jquib. He'll be getting that a little bit faster than his opponent. But let's have a quick squiz over at the cards. Sleight of hand on at the side of Jquib, buying time. So Reversal's going to give himself a little bit extra ammo. Still, you don't want to be using that one early. Elusive is the next one. 20% movement speed for 3 seconds after Nether Step. Watchful after that one for Jquib. So going to be revealing the enemy as you do, so there's no sneaky hides behind the wall. Featherweight is the next one, so Jquib will be gliding through the air with grace just while we get this lag sorted out. Hayes, have you got an update for us yet?
Looks like they're unpausing. I'm not sure why he paused. He was pretty much ready right after the pause, so we're good to go, it looks like. Ausrhino didn't know how to reply in chat to his message about unpausing. Because it's not like Overwatch with the intuitive system of chat that everyone knows. Paladin's a bit more messed up.
That's funny. That's good. You don't see that often enough. So Ausrhino, let's get this one underway. The unpause is just around the corner. But I think Jquib he's looking a little bit rattled here, Hayes.
Yeah, it seems like Oz is on a bit of a comeback. He's kind of worked out what he's doing and he's capitalising on it so far. I mean, it's only 1 kill the difference now. And I don't think anyone would have thought this would be the case on Jquib's favourite champion that he's played the most in competitive, casual, everything. But then again, I'd say Ausrhino did seem a little bit weak on the Maeve, so if he loses this Andro one, he might lose the Maeve one. Ausrhino seemed really good on the Cassie somehow. I don't know how, but he did. But it might not even get to that if he can finish him off here with a 1 or 2-0.
It's Chronix confirmed, man, I'm telling you.
I don't think even Chronix is this good.
Big call. Big call. Chronix, if you got something to say about that, if you're watching. Gloves are off, man.
Chronix
the gloves are off. The gloves are off. All right, are we good? Are we underway? 3 minutes, 23 seconds, I believe. So, yes, it is on like Donkey Kong. Jquib currently with a 1-round advantage here over Ausrhino. He's doing it, but he's doing it tough. Like you mentioned, his favourite champion, and he is on struggle street as he dashes away.
He gets that headshot though, forces a reversal. Oh, but he doesn't chase with the dashes quick enough. And he gets killed again!
Ausrhino, he's got this trainer rolling.
Can't be doing that, he was too slow on the chase. If you get someone low, you gotta use your dashes to chase down the kill.
Well, Jquib won't be happy with this. Oh, there we go. That's what we know and love from one of the best Andro players, the quick nether step flick combo. And he continues to grasp ever so slightly onto this 1-round lead. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left, and it is ticking down. Both players have got the accursed arm, just waiting in the back pocket. And Ausrhino, he's an aggressive player here. We saw him with that dodge roll legendary on the Cassie, just try and take the fight to his opponent, going in there, and it actually costs him.
Doesn't have dash to chase.
5 seconds away. Jquib into the reversal. He finds the mark. Just now 2 rounds away.
43 health again. This one's coming down to the wire every time. And Ausrhino didn't buy Haven 3. What are you doing? Don't do this.
So Ausrhino now at close range. This is what we know him for. getting up close and personal, down and dirty. Jquib, though, he decides to play a little bit more passive, hides around in those corridors. Still a cursed arm for both of these guys, all about baiting out that reversal. Jquib on the back foot. Yeah, back foot. Ausrhino now goes in with one.
Hit before the reversal, that was perfect.
A reversal of his own, and Rhino. The timing is what's winning this for him here. Well, his aim is equally as good, but the way that he's just timing these abilities, these dashes, these reversals to perfection, it's great to watch.
I think the pressure might be getting to him a bit. He seems to be playing a bit more passive than usual, and Ausrhino's just playing aggressive as usual. Somehow it's working out for him.
Too close.
He misses the last shot, though.
Too close. Jquib now, one round away from taking Androxus, and I tell you what, Ausrhino cannot, don't hold your head down, son. You've done fantastic against one of the best Andros in the region at the moment. And it's still not over. It's 9-7 on the scoreboard, but Jquib trying to make it a quick 10-7 and go on to the next round on Maeve. But can he do it? One more hit should do it. Rather, Ausrhino now runs away into the reversal of his own. The dash comes in. The counter dash. He goes in for the kill. Ausrhino turns around and takes the fight to his opponent. Wasn't expecting
do not
that.
normally see that. When it's one kill off and he's low health, he dashes into the enemy, shoots and punches him. I don't think anyone else would have done that.
Expect the unexpected, and it's going to be Ausrhino, the wild card for this tournament. Doing fantastic here on every single round we've seen him play. Chat is going, what the hell's going on here? It's going to be it. That is time, ladies and gentlemen, and Jquib holds strong. Size of disappointment.
That one, I was too busy watching for the kill.
9-8.
Just one kill off. That's actually incredible, because I think at least 5 of those kills came down to who upgraded Haven and like 30 health. So that was a good game from both of them, that one.
So that is one of the, I think it's the 3rd or 4th instance we've had of time actually running down throughout the entire 10 minutes. So not bad at all. Not bad at all. I mean, 9-8 from Ausrhino. You'd be happy with that performance. I know you as a coach, if you were the coach, not saying you're not, but hey, you'd be happy with that performance. Now, we're going into Maeve in the best of 3. Will we have another, 3rd rounder? Will we be seeing Cassie for the 3rd time? There's still a lot more Paladins after that one.
And they should already be in the lobby, because the spectator client is a bit delayed. And I believe they are, so we should be good to go straight into this one.
Getting the confirmations now. We're loading up, so we're going to go over to Maeve. Jquib currently with the advantage. Now, we've seen Ausrhino's Maeve already, and it's not so bad. And we saw what he was just able to do there on the Androxus. Hayes, do you think I actually think I wouldn't be too surprised if we did actually see us going through to the Cassie.
I think Maeve was Ausrhino's weakest champion out of these 3. It was the one he lost in the previous one, I believe. And his Cassie looked really strong. So I think if he can win the Maeve, he might win the Cassie. But I honestly don't know. I thought Jquib was going to do a swift 10-0 or 8 or like 10-2 or something. But that definitely was not the case.
I think the chat did as well. They were expecting the quick 10-0. They were expecting this one to be over, done and dusted already. But here we are. We're only on the 2nd map of this best of 3. We're going to go to Maeve and... well, Jquib again with another Grandmaster Portrait. It's an Ausrhino. He's better this time. He's got 4. Level 4 Maeve. Better than a 0. Diggy saying that Rhino's got this. Learnt from the best. So Diggy's been teaching these proteges.
I don't know about that. Did he actually? Oh, he did actually. I remember. They did have a 1v1 practice.
There you go.
So this is Diggy's training on Ausrhino, I guess.
So Ausrhino is Diggy's protege confirmed. The next generation.
But is Diggy's Maeve good enough that he can transfer those skills onto Ausrhino after a single 1v1?
If it's anything like his Drogoz, definitely. Most definitely. Hey, we've seen Diggy play Maeve a couple of times throughout the PGS, Hades. You know that. It hasn't been too bad. I think Josh played Maeve a little bit as well. So, you know, your boys know what you're doing.
Diggy's actually a god on every champion, but for some reason
confirmed.
he thinks his Maeve is garbage. He continually says, nah, Maeve's garbage, but then he goes and pulls off these quads and like...
So, have you, I'm going to ask the elephant in the room, have you actually found a replacement for Josh Kent yet, or are you still trialling people out?
We are still trialling people out, but we have narrowed it down significantly. So we will have someone competing in the final stage of PGS.
Very good. Very, very good. Can't wait for that one to see who is going to be filling those massive shoes.
3,
and
2,
well, like I said, Josh Kent, he will be sorely missed, but hopefully he goes on to bigger and better things and kicks ass in that career that he's chasing in the Air Force. But let's get it on. Jquib versus Ausrhino. We saw Jquib do it scrappily, but a win is a win on the Androxus. Now, can he translate that one onto the Maeve? Nobody has landed a shot yet, Hayes. If you start this one off, it's Jquib to take the first damage.
Yep, these guys are definitely Andro players, it looks like, but Jquib's on the run. He's half health, but due to Maeve's regen cards, he's able to get full health just by running there.
Still trading blows. Rhino juking away here. Diggy watching on proudly from the sidelines here in the Twitch chat. Still juking away now. Forces the run from Jquib. Who's going to pick up the first frag? That'll be the telling here. They're still very, very close here. Extremely close. And Ausrhino is the man to get first blood.
I think Ausrhino looked pretty good there, actually. He was hitting a lot more shots, and Jquib was kind of on the back foot, needing to run away, regen, and it just wasn't looking good for him. I hope he can turn around and play more aggressive.
So Ausrhino...
He gets another shot, but can he chase him down to finish it off?
Yeah, he's finding the opening marks. He's, like I said, just not closing him out. Ausrhino channeling his inner Diggy, and
now
Jquib
he needs to
now
pop cooldowns to run away here to get the health back.
He's hunting. So Jquib actually needs to run out here. I think he's a little bit too deep, just abiding by those rules and giving his opponent a little bit of breathing space. So good to see sportsmanship is definitely at the front and at the driving point of this tournament. Hey?
They both decide to hide behind the bookcases and regen. Good decision. Jquib's got the advantage here. Ausrhino's extremely low. He's not connecting any shots.
Oh, wow. That was an absolute potato if ever I've seen it. Jquib just letting the team down there. Had that kill lined up on a silver plate and could not translate. Chat a little bit disappointed. Still 7 minutes, 46 seconds left. Ticking down ever so slightly. Still anybody's game in this best of 3. Jquib needs to win Maeve here to not worry about the Cassie, because we know Ausrhino plays a pretty good Cassie.
Yeah, I would be really worried for Jquib if he went to the third game. Cassie looked like top level, even though he's level 0. He definitely seemed like he knew what was going on. But his Maeve, apparently he's a good Maeve as well.
Yep, 3-1 on the scoreboard. Jquib just doesn't know what's hit him at the moment. He's thinking, who is this Ausrhino guy? Who is this random Overwatch player coming in here? In my house? In my house? And no, Jquib he just doesn't have an answer here at the moment. There we go, the pounce. Is that going to be enough? Taking a lot of damage. Ausrhino still jumping around. Midnight from Bodu. Just have a shot. Just randomly throw. He finds the kill. Jquib,
he looks the wrong way. That's the prediction that playing the game, you just learn that over time, and that's why you need to play the champion more, to be able to pick up those things. Because when you get within distance of Maeve, you can still see people, so it's not total invisibility.
Just turned the head at the wrong time. He did now, Jquib is forced onto the back foot a little bit here. Ausrhino given chase on the low ground. The cooldown's now reset with Maeve's survivability. That HP regen is coming up trumps. And Ausrhino, though, 4-2 on the scoreboard. Yes, you could argue Jquib got one back, but Ausrhino has won the last 4 of 5 rounds here.
And he hits another 2 to start it off.
Oh, wow. There's a Jquib sandwich. I'll tell you what, Ausrhino is just all over him here like a bad rash at the moment. 5-2 on the scoreboard with 5 minutes and 51 seconds still ticking down. Ausrhino just, he knows every nook and cranny of this map. Are you sure this isn't Chronic's hand?
Yes, I'm sure. Chronic's day off from scrims, and I'm pretty sure he ditched straight away because he hasn't been all night. No scrims? Alright, see you later, I'm out of here.
You let him off the leash, did you?
Yeah, we gotta give him a break every now and then. And hope all the other teams, look, watching this 1v1 right here, don't get any ideas, is it? Ausrhino's is still in Kanga.
For Overwatch. He's in there for Overwatch. But I tell you what, there's a spot on the Paladins team right now, and I tell you what, if you're still looking for someone, he's been right in front of you this whole time. You friend-zoned your new DPS.
Well, the Overwatch team actually just qualified for contenders, so they're doing
Yes, they
pretty well
did.
as well.
Yes, they did. Out of nowhere as well, so well done. But Ausrhino finally getting taken down. 6-4 on the scoreboard now. Jquib just answering it back. Still in this game, not down and out yet. But it's looking more and more likely that we will be going to Cassie. Still half of the round to go.
And I'm getting some news coming in. Ausrhino actually played against Jquib a lot back in Overwatch.
Ooh, there
Like,
we go.
got some old beef even, or something going back a couple years, back when they both played Overwatch.
There we
Jquib
go.
gets another kill though, he's bringing it back.
Not down and out yet. Not down and out at all. Yeah, Jquib used to play Overwatch. That's his Overwatch IGN. And yeah, so there's definitely some source to that claim. Definitely, I'll buy it. Now, 6-5 still, 4 minutes, 5 seconds. There's Midnight being blown by... It was originally blown by Jquib there on the red. Countered by Ausrhino, but again, you want to be getting that ult up as soon as you get it. You want to pop it. Jquib just eats...
Flick shot.
Yeah, 8 daggers like he skipped breakfast.
Those type of turns usually take ages to master. I think he must have really trained him up in that short amount of time.
In that one round they played. In that one round. Oh, there we go. Jquib answers back. He's still behind here, but still in it. 3 minutes, 29 seconds and ticking down. It's close one. It's going to be a close one. Hades. We may get Cassie. We may not. Oh, Jquib eats some preemptive ones early. He'll be having a regen because you don't want to be going into a poking contest when you've eaten 2 daggers. You do not at all.
Jquib uses his dash offensively. He has the heal though.
Oh, Jquib now needs to land 2 daggers, and he does! Well done, Ausrhino. All of a sudden, it's been leveled up at 7-7, so after coming out all guns blazing, Ausrhino's just had the wind taken out of his sails a little bit. Now, he needs to just compose himself a little bit. He's lost 2 rounds on the trot. Jquib, though, just doing a dance around the bookcases is going to make Ausrhino come to him. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Prowl has been used. Jquib runs away, forces out the regeneration. He needs that.
knows the character a lot better. He knows he can get away with running away, regenning, healing up. He's just using that to his advantage.
Oh!
But
Doesn't
then,
matter how
as
much
you see, when
how
they
much
run
you
in-
know about the character, Hades. You got to be landing those daggers. Your clicks have to be on point, and with Jquib, they're just not at the moment. And Ausrhino, he might miss a couple early, but then all of a sudden it's 4 quick daggers and a pounce, and it's good night, Jquib.
Oh, he
Like
gets the
that,
pounce off the
oh!
cooldown first and is able to close it out. That's another disadvantage of using your dash first, is well, it's an advantage because you get it off cooldown first and you're able to use it to finish the kill.
8 apiece here, Hades. We're still in this one. 19 HP, 1900 HP. Lots of damage being taken here by Jquib. 1 pounce is going to do it. Jquib is now 1 round away from losing. And Ausrhino, he definitely knows how to play Maeve. So Coach Diggy is looking on like a proud father at the moment. Now the high ground is going to be the battlefield of choice. Ausrhino eats daggers, but lands them back.
The shots.
Yeah, Jquib doesn't really have the answer here. Unable to find the mark, he's going to retreat. Letting that regen come into play, but the pounce connects from Ausrhino. Will this be game? Midnight is in. There's nothing up on the side of Ausrhino. In fact, it is. He blows his Midnight early. It's 9 apiece! Oh, 1 minute left too. The next frag wins.
He needed to stay close to him so he didn't get out of his field of view. Instead, he decided to hide behind the pole, and I think that was what cost him that kill right there. And might cost him the game.
48 seconds ticking down. Jquib spots Ausrhino. Jquib at the disadvantage though. Great flicks coming out here from Ausrhino. But the regen's going to come back and we're going to be right back where we started. Come full circle. It's going to be low ground rather. Battle in the corridors. Ausrhino takes some hits. Throws them out though. Retaliates well onto Jquib. They're dashing around in close quarters. The next one's going to take it. The daggers fly. Whiff. Oh my goodness. It's an absolute clown fiesta here. It's 20 seconds and ticking.
20 seconds, 9-9. This might go to overtime, and this next kill wins either way. Ausrhino hits 2 good shots, hits another 2, and he finished it, and he...
Yes!
Oh my. These guys really like bringing it down to the last second, last kill.
Oof. Meaty, sweaty plays there from Ausrhino. 1-1, so we're going to be going over to Cassie now, Hades. What do you think of that? I mean, Maeve, it was well done there by Ausrhino to take Androxus the whole way to Jquib, and then on the Maeve, fantastic play. I mean, we've seen his Cassie already. I'm liking Ausrhino's chances here.
Have a look at the leaderboards here, though. Ausrhino got so many more credits and so much more damage. What was happening is Ausrhino was playing aggressive, getting Jquib low, but he would just run away and regen. Having that much of a damage difference for a 9-9 game, that just really shows the different playstyles between the two. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a damage difference that big in a 1v1 that was 9-9. It's nearly impossible.
Well, ladies and gents, we're going to take a short break while we get the Cassie game up and ready to go. It'll be 1 to 2 minutes, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back on the other side very, very shortly.